Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be looking at Whispering Glen, the neighbourhood in Ravenwood, the new world that has been added with the Life and Death expansion pack. So I don't see any reason to dilly-dally. Let's get straight into it and have a look at Whispering Glen. Nestled in the rolling hills of Ravenwood's countryside, Whispering Glen offers a quiet, rural locale for those hoping to take a step away from all the local hauntings and into a slow-paced lifestyle. Steeped in ruins and rumours, it's a paradise for collectors and historians alike. Explore the local crypt, investigate the tarot tome shrine at the base of the ruins, garden in the shared community plots, or just round out a collection. Whispering Glen also hosts a nightly festival beside the Ancestor Face Cliff. The Moon Revelry, clothing optional during the full moon. Well, that sounds like an interesting festival. So I think, first things first, let's have a look at Hay Hill Landing. This empty plot of land nestled amongst pastoral rolling hills is the perfect locale for Sims aspiring to live a simplistic rural life. A family living here will find themselves just down the old dirt lane from their neighbours, and always under the ever-watchful gaze of the ancestor across the river. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's have a look. I mean, That's a pretty nice backdrop, isn't it? That's a really nice backdrop. This looks so cute, so quaint. I mean, it's a shame that these buildings here aren't actual buildings. I mean, I would love to move a sim into a building like that. And this one, look at how cute they are. And that's just... yeah. Why can we not play with these? I want to move my Sims into these houses, please. This is just absolutely gorgeous. The aesthetics in this world, absolutely beautiful. But why can we not play with it? You know? Yeah, that's my only complaint. I want to move my Sims into these houses. I want to have a neighbourhood. You know? We've only got 3 residential lots here. We could have had so many more. We could have had these as fully fleshed lots. You know? But anyway, this is a fantastic lot, a good size. Hay Hill Landing. Yep, we've got a hay on the hills here. It looks like we've got some nice debug options that came in this game as well, so that'll be nice. That'll be nice to explore. Yeah, I think this is absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And it looks as though there are a few collectibles around the place as well, which is what it says in the description of the neighbourhood. Lovely empty lot. Just absolutely gorgeous setting. Just a shame that we can't interact, or it's a shame we can't move our Sims into these set dressing pieces. Yep, that is the empty lot. Let's go and have a look at one of the other residential lots here. So both of these have got Sims in them. So let's have a little look in live mode. Teardrop Cottage. This large family cottage is perfectly situated on the river's shores, under the watchful gaze of the ancestor. It's only a hop, skip and a jump away from the nightly moon revelry festival as well. If that doesn't sell it, the wraparound porch is the perfect reminder that sometimes it's good to slow down and enjoy the small things in life. And let's have a little look at the household panel as well. Having tried being a ghost on for size, Radwan and... I've got no idea how to pronounce that name. Zypora? Let's go with Zypora. Having tried being a ghost on for size, Radwan and Zypora Gomes have decided that being a ghost isn't for them. At least not quite yet. Meanwhile, Radwan has his hands full keeping his clumsy wife from meeting Grim a little too soon. In the midst of all this chaos, their teenage child, Zelmira, has plunged headfirst into their own study of the afterlife after finding a tarot card on a walk one day. Now, Zelmira is embracing the inner macabre side and finding unique connections in the family's past to a very special member of the Goth family. Ooh, things definitely seem to be getting a bit spooky for this household. So let's have a little look. And I must say my expectations are now quite high after looking at the Spectre household and how nicely that was decorated. So I'm hoping we're going to get something similar with this household. So let's have a little look, shall we? Oh, doesn't that look idyllic? Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? Yeah. I mean, I'm just picturing myself there now. This build looks absolutely gorgeous. It kind of looks a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but quaint and rustic at the same time. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Let's have a little look in build mode. We'll say the lighting is gorgeous. Look at the morning lighting. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? But we will go into the afternoon lighting just so we can see everything nice and clearly. So first things first, landscaping. Stunning. No complaints. I love the way that the fence is kind of zigzagged. I think that looks really nice. Let's have a little look around the back as well. Oh, look, we have landscaping in terms of actually terrain manipulation. That's so rare to see, but so nice. This looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the garden is done. It's been made into a room and then sunk so you step down into it. I think that looks really nice. I just think this looks gorgeous. I want to be there. I want to be there. Really nicely done. I think the thing we're missing out the back is perhaps a little gate just here. Because you've got the footpath kind of leading like that. So I think we are missing a little gate. Let's just grab the gate from here. Grim's secret gate, I'll have you know. And oh, we can't. Oh no, we can pop it in just there. It is floating a little bit. So maybe the terrain just needs lifting a little bit so you can put a gate out the back. But again, that's a minor thing. Let's have a little look at the house. And I just think this looks absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I will say the spandrels should probably come round here as well, but again, that's a minor thing. I like the fact that we seem to have two different versions of the paint, one on the ground floor and one on the first floor. So the ground floor, you've got this kind of grungy bottom, and then the first floor, you haven't got that because obviously it's supposed to be one large wall, so you'd only have the grungy bit at the bottom. I love the way this has been raised up, and you've kind of got this staircase twisting around here. Well, EA, when are you going to give us spiral staircases? Let's have a little look inside, shall we? So, okay, so this isn't the front door. Where's the front door? The front door is here. Okay. So we come in and we have got this lovely hallway. Beautifully decorated, no complaints. I mean, the only thing I would say is if it were me, I would smidge that over. I'd have move objects on, smidge this over. But again, that's an EA restriction and easily sorted. So then we come through here. Got rather a tight squeeze here for the kitchen. I think it would have been nice to see that a little bit bigger. Then we come down here and we have got this absolutely gorgeous cozy living room. Although I will say again, it's quite tight squeeze and I feel like this light is quite big. Overall, I think the decoration is done really nicely. All the colours seem to go nicely together. I think it's a really good job has been done. Then we come through here and we've got a little downstairs bathroom. Where's the toilet paper? How are the Sims going to wipe their backsides? And then you've got a little study through here. Oh, I see. So you can kind of walk through this room from the front to the back. Yeah, okay. I like that. I think it's a shame there isn't a door in the kitchen, perhaps going to the outside. Just feels a little bit cramped. But let's have a little look upstairs. Ah, so obviously it says in the family description that they tried being ghosts for a while, so I'm assuming that's why there's a coffin upstairs. Although again, I think or is this a bedroom? No, this must be a bedroom. This house is surprisingly small. It looks quite big from the outside, but it's surprisingly small with just the 2 bedrooms in here. I think again, it's absolutely beautifully decorated. A lot of thought, I think, has been put into this. Making the desk look cluttered is really nicely done, really nicely done. And even layering the posters behind the mirror, really nice touch. Then of course you've got is it like a widow's walk around the outside of the upstairs as well. Yeah, I think this house, this lot is quite small. I think it would have been nice if it had been a little bigger, maybe just a couple of tiles wider out the front, because you have got quite a bit of space out the front as well, and maybe then things wouldn't feel quite as cramped inside. But just my opinion, I think it's a really nice lot. I do think it's a really nice lot, and I think it really suits. Again, it really suits the aesthetic of the place. It's really nice, really nice. But again, look at how gorgeous that is. Why can't I play in that house as well? Anyway, yeah, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Love Teardrop Cottage. Love Teardrop Cottage. And I love the way they've kind of made full use of all the windows as well. So you've got the windows with this pattern at the bottom, then without. Yeah, really, really nicely thought out, well done house. I think, again, maybe an 8.5 out of 10 for that one for me. Not that I'm racing the wall, not that I'm doing it consistently, but like I said, I just think it's a little on the pokey side. It'd be nice to just expand it out a little. But perhaps the idea was that you could do that yourself as the player, because you have got the space out the back. But then again, maybe you could have had it on a slightly bigger lot. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. We've got one more residential lot in this neighbourhood. So we have got the Ether household. Let's have a little look at this. Have a look at the lot info panel. The Marigold Chateau. This rustic chateau has existed in its rolling countryside setting for over a century now. When the Ethers moved in, it was renovated, and it's clear someone really liked the colour pink. Okay. In a region that so often celebrates the macabre, the wild flower gardens outside provide a cheery place to celebrate life in its many forms. And let's have a look at the household that occupies the Marigold Chateau. After a miscommunication with a pet crow, Kai Ether found himself in a less corporeal form than expected. It's a story familiar to silly. It's a story familiar to many families, but there's an unfortunate wrinkle to this story that has made things extremely stressful for not just Kai's husband, Ekade, but also for their son, Takuma. You see, not only does Kai not seem to understand that he's dead, he also doesn't believe in ghosts. Period. Awkward, right? With the help of a local support group and with the love of his family, maybe Kai will start to see the light. Oh, what a fantastic description. I love that. I love that. I think that would be a really fun household to play. So let's get in and have a little look. I'm just still giggling over the description for this family. I think that'll be a lot of fun to play. Anyway, let's have a look at the Marigold Chateau. And it is definitely giving chateau vibes. It looks very grandiose. Again, loving the landscaping. Really nice to see the use of hedges and a fence. I think if it were me building this, I think I would put the letterbox outside. Yeah, I think I'd put the letterbox outside. Just because you don't really want people going inside your grounds when they're just posting letters. Anyway, this look, love this courtyard. Isn't that just lovely? And the terrain painting seems good, although again, I think it would be nicer if this was slightly dark around here. More of a soil, so it kind of makes sense that the flowers are growing out of soil as opposed to sand. And again, just down here, I would definitely put a wall in there as well. But the grounds seem really nice. I mean, we all know that if we were decorating this, normally we'd add loads more plants and greenery. Things would be off the grid and everything like that. But this seems quite cute. Again, got a nice garden out the back. I think perhaps it would have been nicer to have a few more activities around the grounds. I mean, they've got a child, maybe like a little playground, a play area would have been nice. Maybe a slightly bigger garden. Just because they mentioned, you know, like the flower garden down here. It'd be nice to see a slightly larger garden, perhaps for planting things. Just minor things, really, I think. But the aesthetic of this house, this chateau, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's have a little look inside. And again, I've got high hopes for this one. So we come in. And it's nice. We seem to have a slightly lighter aesthetic in this one. And yes, I am seeing the pink. If we have a look in the bathroom, it's very pink. But it's definitely got a consistent kind of like pink terracotta theme so far. Let's go back. Let's go back to the entrance. Okay, so you come in on the left, you have a bathroom. Very nice. The entrance hall seems nicely decorated. Perhaps a little sparse, but it's quite big. So we come through here and we've got a gorgeous long kitchen. Can't say I'm a fan of these blinds. They're a little bit small for the windows, perhaps, or maybe they just need moving up a smidge. And I will say the stove hood seems to be floating. It would be nice if we could kind of maybe go like that with the cabinets. I'm being very picky. And again, that rug seems to kind of be in the middle of nowhere. Perhaps you could have had the kitchen coming around here a little bit. Put a wall there and maybe have the kitchen coming around. Just seems a bit empty. And then, I don't know, I would have put another cabinet here, I think. Move that over. And maybe put another one there. Nice dining area, nicely decorated dining area, and a bar as well. That's nice to see. Always nice to see a bar in these bigger houses. But I will say I feel like we're a bit short on decor in here. Just seems seems as though it's missing something. I'm not quite sure what. And then we come through here and this seems to be a study. Not much in here. Perhaps we could have had a couple more bookshelves. Maybe like that. Maybe another plant over here. And then through here we've got the living area. And I must say I don't really get this layout. Kind of got a bookshelf in the middle of nowhere. I think maybe the bookshelf would look better next to the fireplace. Although I suppose you can't use the... If it were me, I think I'd have just shifted it over a little bit towards the fireplace. I don't know. Oh, we have got taller bookshelves. So I wonder why the taller bookshelf wasn't used. And then the TV seems to be kind of in the middle of nowhere over here, and I've just plonked that there. Yeah, the TV seems to be in the middle of nowhere over here with only one chair. Not quite sure I get that. I think it needs to be... Maybe if the fireplace was over against this wall. Yeah, maybe if the fireplace was over here, then you could have another sofa here. And then you could put like a three-seater sofa. So let's just grab a base game sofa. Let's just grab that one and maybe put that there like that. I think that's what I would have done. Or maybe put a wall between these two rooms and had like a separate TV room. And then had this as like a formal living room. Not that keen on this house so far. I mean, there's the things that I'm saying. These are just kind of personal preferences. That's things that I would have done differently if I had been building this. And let's have a little look upstairs. So we come up and we have got a nice entrance hall. Not an entrance hall, we've got a nice landing. Massive bathroom, absolutely massive bathroom. And then we've got a child's bedroom. Not many children's objects. We've got like the toy box. But perhaps we could have had an activity table in here as opposed to a desk. And then we come through here and we have got the master bedroom, which looks very nice indeed. And then we go up another floor. And this just brings us out onto the out onto the balcony up here. But yeah, this build is all right. I think there are a few things that I would change straight away if I moved into this build. If I were playing with this building, I would just rearrange things a little bit to make the flow a little bit better, I think. So let's go back into the neighbourhood and let's have a look at the fourth and final lot in this neighbourhood. So we have got the final draft. It's nice to have a place where Sims can socialise. The final draft is a cosy establishment welcoming all beings. The draft's regulars come for the dimmed lighting, comfortable seating and gentle tunes. However, the upstairs is often host to private events. Most commonly, events for those saying goodbye to their loved ones. This is Ravenwood after all. Okay, let's have a little look. Yeah, this lot seems to fit in with the aesthetic. This porch seems to be slightly off centre. I like that it looks a little bit higgledy-piggledy. Having a look around here. I love that we've got this sort of pagoda, whatever. We have this covered area with a chess table. I think that's really nice. And a little play area. And I love it when we have got terrain manipulation. We've got things on different levels. I think that's always really nice to see. This feels really quaint. Let's just change the lighting to the afternoon so we can see things a bit better. Then we come around the back and we have got another little graveyard area. In fact, this building seems really nice. This seems really quaint, really cute. So let's have a little look inside, shall we? So we have got the standard bar stools. Is this a games table? Is this an activities table? Yes, it is. Finally. It's nice to see some sort of games tables being used around the place. Yeah, this seems really nice. We've got a jukebox. We've got tables and chairs set up around the place. Yeah, I think this seems like a really nice build. Really nice build. Downstairs. Loving the colour scheme. And we've got some clutter over here on the shelves as well, which is always nice to see. We don't always see EA builds come with the best clutter, and I have just spotted these baubles out here. Again, that's a really nice detail added. And then let's have a look upstairs. And yeah, we've got another place to hold a funeral. not sure what's going on with this table over here. Maybe that's kind of like for a buffet or something. This seems like a slightly more informal funeral setting compared to the one that we have over at the cemetery. I think this is really nicely decorated. Really nicely decorated. It seems really quaint, really cute, really rustic. I think it's a really well done build. I don't have much more to say about it, really. It just looks so inviting from the outside. Look, I love the touch of like the table and the parasol. We've got the signs here. It just seems really welcoming. It fits in nicely with the backdrop. Yeah, really impressed with this one. Yeah, so that is my review of the Whispering Glen. I think this is a really nice neighbourhood as well. It would be nice if we had a few more residential lots up here. Like I said, the set dressing seems absolutely gorgeous, but it's a shame that we can't actually use the set dressing. I think the Ether family and I think the Gomez family seem really fun. I can't wait to play them. I think they'll probably have quite interesting gameplay. I can't say that I'm as impressed with these builds as I was with the builds in Crow's Crossing. I think the Marigold Chateau, the flow just didn't seem quite right. However, that being said, I did love the consistent pink theme throughout. That was really, really well done. And I did love Teardrop Cottage. It felt like a cottage. Like I said, it seemed a little pokey. Whether that was the intention or not, again, I feel like I would just rearrange a couple of things, maybe make the house a tile wider. But then again, it is supposed to be a cottage, so it's supposed to be quite small, quite rustic. But yeah, I think it was really nice, and I thought the final draft was absolutely gorgeous, so welcoming, so cute, so cozy. And we're just not going to mention the big face, the big ancestor looking down. I'm sure there's some lore in the background somewhere. I think the Whispering Glen is also a really nice neighbourhood. And I'm going to leave this video here for now. And in the next video, we will be reviewing Morning Vale, which seems to have a little bit of a spookier aesthetic because all the lots seem a little bit green. So I am looking forward to getting into Morning Vale. But that is where I'm going to leave this video, and I will see you in the next one.